Have you ever wondered how this is done? Alexa, turn off room fan.
Okay.
As you can see, the fan is turning off, and I can reactivate the fan by just running the same command, or rather an alternative command. Alexa, turn on room fan.
Okay.
So the setup is basically easy. You just need an IFTTT device. That's if this then that. Yes, if this then that, IFTTT. And you can use that to interface between your main switch and your device itself. In this case, my fan. So I had that working on my light here, but it is no longer operational because I have some power issues. Maybe in the future I'll make a video concerning this particular light. But in the main gist, you will be seeing in this video how I connected this device to an IFTTT device and then to Alexa. And you will be able to control your own devices at home using the same mechanism. Like I mentioned, it is just your device, then the IFTTT device, and your power. So traditionally you have your fan, which is connected to your regulator, which then supplies it with the amount of voltage it needs to run as fast as possible, or in this case, or another case, your switch, your light. You have your light and you have your switch. What your switch does is on and off, and then your light comes on and off. But this time we are going to be putting an IFTTT device at the middle and leave your switch on, or in this case your fan regulator on, and then your IFTTT device will be the one in charge of switching. So your IFTTT device in most cases will have a default configuration of either to resume its original state, or it will make its original state to be on or its original state to be off. The reason I'm saying this is because most people in Nigeria, like myself, we have unstable power supply, and you don't want to go to sleep and there is no power, then there is light all of a sudden and all your lights come on at the same time. So that will be very disastrous. Or if you are the kind of person that, okay, I want whenever there is light, my fans should be on, you can leave it that way, so that if you are sweating all through the night and there is no power and immediately the light comes, you don't have to stand up and turn on the light. Or you can just leave it as off, so that when there is light, you can pick up your phone and turn it on. Yes, you can turn it on with your phone also, depending on the IFTTT device that you are using. This is the interface for my own device. I will put the description for my device on the description below. It's EW-Link. That's the software I'm using. It was recommended by the device manufacturer, and you can see at the moment I have only 2 devices connected here. Originally I had all my lights in my system in my house, or rather most of them, but due to some power issue, or rather not power issue, due to some networking issue, I had to prioritize my own network for myself and give the guests a new network. So after that, I've not been able to redo all of them, but I should do them again. But in this case, this is the fan, this is the fan, and this is my security light. My security light is off now, but let's expand into my fan, and if you see, if I click this button, my fan will go off. So instead of going through my electronic assistant, I can do that directly through my phone. It's even faster. I can turn it back on and the fan will come back on again. So you can see, I turn it off. Am I touching the right button? Off. And I turn it on again. I don't know if you can hear a particular click when it happens. The switch normally has its own clicking sound. but nonetheless it helps you to know what it is doing at the moment. So there are different settings on this application, so you can use it as you want and you can set it. Using Alexa or Google Assistant is very easy. You just use the one that you prefer. I prefer Alexa because the worst that can happen to me if Alexa gets my information is they will want to sell me stuff on Amazon. I'm not talking to you, but if I was using Google Assistant, whatever I search for will follow me on YouTube, will follow me on Google search, will follow me on Gmail. So I don't want to give Google as much data as they want from me. They probably know me more than I know myself. I prefer this little information going to Amazon than going to Google, so I'm fine with that for now. But if you choose to use Google Assistant over Alexa, that's fine for you. Don't say anything, please.
I don't know that one.
So you can see the device will try to pick up. It's too sensitive to its name. That's why I don't want to continually say its name. It's always listening. There are mute buttons that you can turn off or turn on depending on your situation, so that in case you are security conscious, you do not give them the data you don't want them to have. But nonetheless, it's something convenient, and in this day of the phone, you can always use your phone as an extra computer to control your lights and your security and different kind of things. In some cases, you can configure sequences where if you give a command that welcome home, then some specific lights and devices will on depending on how you configure them. I will be showing you the device that I use. If you can look through my system, you will see them there, but I'll give you a close-up look of the device. So I use this Sonoff Wi-Fi smart switch. So you can see there is one end and there is another end. This one is covered, but you can open it and see the interface. So what you need to do is connect your live and neutral into these two ports and output your live and neutral into the other ports. This is a manual override where you can press so that the device can turn on manually. Yes, so that black button there is a manual override in case your device starts misbehaving. But nonetheless, you get your power input in and you get your power input out. I'm not sure if I'm pointing to the right direction. Okay, this is the input and this is your output. So that's it, just this simple device. I got it on Amazon. I got it as a bundle. I got a bundle of 8. I can't remember exactly how much I got it for. I think it was like $40 something. I will leave a correction somewhere around this video. So I got a bundle of 8 for that amount, and so far they've been good. My only issue is some of my devices are misbehaving. I won't say it is because of the device themselves. My house is not well grounded and I've been having power issues, so some of my device probably have been damaged, especially this light one here probably has been damaged, but I should fix it and see if it's from my side or it is the device itself that is damaged. If you want to do something like this, I encourage you, because in this side of the world there is almost little to no use for electronic assistance like this. But if you can get a device like this, you should have the benefits of owning an electronic assistant like this lady that her name should not be spoken. But nonetheless, it's very interesting to use and you could find innovative things to do with it. You might go beyond the lights and switches and maybe plug it to your water heater. No. I don't know how many watts this thing can take. That is 10 times 250. It can handle up to, that's strange, it can handle up to 2.5 kilowatts. On this small thing, I doubt it will melt. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else can correct me if you've used this device before. This Sonoff, can it handle that much? I don't think I will plug this to my water heater. I don't have one though. Or in this case, my AC will burn this thing and fry it. But if you can connect it to some things that you need to connect to your daily routine, it will be very helpful for you. You can just give a scene command that let's say you create a scene like good morning. So when you click on the good morning, every single device that needs to come on during the morning will come on. And maybe you are connecting even your security light to the good morning command, and you say good morning, then your security light will go off, and every other light in the morning that you need will come on, and the ones you don't need will go off. And if it's night time and or evening, and you say good evening, and then all the lights you need during the evening will come on, your security light will come on. And then maybe when you need to go to bed, you say good night, then all the lights that are in the good night scene that need to go off, let's say your room light will go off. If you have children, if they have night lights, if you do that kind of things, those kind of things rather, then their night lights will come on and your security light will come on. And if maybe you have security cameras, maybe they will come on too, and then your internal lights will go off, and that's it. So you can automate your life with things like this, and the only thing you will need is a Wi-Fi device, a Wi-Fi router, so that this device will be on the same network as you and it will not be compromised. So that's it. So I'm not exactly sure whether my command directly from my phone went over the internet to turn off my device, or it is just using the local network, because I've turned on my light before when I was away from my router and it worked. So that will be over the internet, but I'm guessing the one I did here with my phone was over the network, my local network, and the one over with this assistant here has to be through the assistant to Amazon server, to the IFTTT's own server, then to my local network, then to my fan. So that's why it takes longer when I do it with this lady over here and it's faster when I do it with my phone. It's not that fast though, it's just some milliseconds. If you are used to timing, you will notice the difference. I think she takes around less than a second, but through my phone takes like maybe 100 milliseconds or so, or less. So anyhow, I hope you guys like this video. I'll be having the link to the description of this device on Amazon in the description below. Be sure to check it and get one for yourself if you can, because I had to ship this through a warehousing service. They don't ship to Nigeria. If they ship to Nigeria, the pricing will be too high. So for my viewers in the US, you can ship this directly to your house. For my viewers outside the US and other countries that don't have Amazon, you have to become Indiana Jones to do the adventure to get this powerful relic. And if you liked it, please share it, like it, and leave your comments down below. I will be answering them. Help my channel to grow. Subscribe, click the notification button, and I will see you guys and gals later on. Bye bye. So Future Amanze here, I forgot to mention that these devices can also be turned off and on using a timed version of a scene. So a scene, like I mentioned, you can have commands where you can say good morning using your assistant or using the button on the app, or you can have a scene that automatically runs. Take for example, my security lights are automatic. Every 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. they turn off. Every 7 p.m. they turn back on. The only thing that can affect it from coming on as it should or off as it should is if there is a power outage, because my security lights are not connected to my inverter, but my other devices like my fan is connected to my inverter. So if there is no power, that command will fail, and my security lights are set to resume their original state. Let's say before the power went off and it was on. If the power comes back on, my security light will come on. If my device was off when there was power and I lost power and the power came back, the device will still remain off. So the good thing with this is, even if it doesn't follow the right sequence due to power interruptions, the manual override is a good helper. So that's something I missed, and I hope it will benefit someone.